Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Valecast. My name is Simo. Today I'm joined by Callum. Say hello, Callum.
Good evening, Simo. How are we?
Very well, mate. Very well.
Good.
Before we get started, I will say this show is brought to you every single week by our partners, Motive. Um, we are here for you Thursdays or Fridays, depending on our midweek fixture. So you should, I recommend you like and subscribe to the video at the start for Valecast every single week. Okay, Callum, let's get into our positive news of our
Yes.
most recent result against Clattenacudden. Against the odds, we come back and win it 3-2 and get a big 3 points. As we don't move up the table necessarily, but we close the gap to our nearest rivals, which I believe is Huntly. Huge wins for us, eh?
Massive, massive. I mean, talk about a response to a disappointing cup defeat. So fantastic resilience shown by the lads there. Last weekend, and I don't think Craig could have really asked for more. To be honest with you, I mean, to go away to Clack and come back with the 3 points. Particularly after conceding within the first minute, I think it was, and a missed penalty not long after from us. I think to come away 3-2 is fantastic. To be honest with you, it's a really great result. I think that's one of the results of the season so far for us. To be honest, as my chair breaks on me there, I have to edit that bit out. So yeah, no, I think a really, really positive performance. Lots to be impressed by, and yeah, can't really say much more than that. Going behind, coming back, picking up the win. A couple of late goals, obviously, to get that win as well. So, a great day out for the Vale crowd there. Fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go over to the table here, and we actually, Clattenacudden won't be happy with us because they dropped down a fair few places after losing to us. But I believe, yeah, we were only their third defeat of the league season. Previously, they only had two defeats going far, so they were having quite a positive season. So we were probably the underdogs in this match.
Yeah, that's
But
fair
going
to
into
say.
it,
That's fair. Yeah.
I think we are climbing. We are climbing. I think we're
Mhm.
unbeaten in four in the league.
Yeah,
So our
that's
form is
two
definitely
two
picking up.
draws. Yeah, two draws and two wins in the last four league games. So, that's yeah, a great wee run. I think we went. I think maybe five or six. I think we had five wins on the bounce actually a couple of
Hmm.
seasons ago. I remember putting that one out. But to take the four games undefeated, particularly looking at the teams that we were going up against, I think that's a really really good return. So yeah, hopefully that will continue. As I say, great performance on Saturday to take the points and sets us up nicely for this weekend as well.
Yeah. So this firmly sits us in the mid table, um, and I think that we've seen the gradual improvements after the difficult start to the season we had with a lot of hard games, and it's. I'm quite actually surprised that we go in and smash a performance. We're not surprised. It's just we had such an exhausting midweek fixture. I mean, there was a
Hmm.
lot of running in that match, a really competitive match in our midweek semi final. But to go on and beat a good side or a side that was previously doing well, and I think Clattenacudden were on a wee bit of a run as well.
Yeah.
Um, of not being beat. So yeah, I think
I think we
massive
said
credit.
before. I think we said before just how important this kind of chunk of the season is because obviously we had that difficult start.
Hmm.
Those teams that we faced up to in the first five. I don't think if we were picking our own fixtures, I don't think we would have put many of them in there to be
Hmm.
honest with you. So I think this kind of second half of the first part of the season is we're not quite there yet, obviously, but once we get into that, picking up the points that we've got, Huntley, Strathspey, Clack. Obviously, these are the kind of teams that we can really have confidence of not just taking a result off of normally, but as we look towards the second half of the season where we do it all over again, then yeah, I think we can go into that with every confidence. Obviously, that difficult start means that we have a difficult middle, as the fixtures just kind of reverse themselves once we've played everybody once. So yeah, we have that kind of difficult start to the next half of the campaign. A tricky end as well. I think it's Fraserburgh is our last game of the season as well. I need to double check that, but I think that's what it was. So certainly not an easy run in either. So yeah, I think this kind of part of the season is really vital, and boys are doing it. You
Hmm.
can't ask for more. At four games undefeated. Hopefully that continues. And yeah, we'll see where we are come the midway point.
Absolutely, but we are climbing steadily up that table. I don't know what your opinion is on this, but I think that when we sort of reverse the fixtures and we go through that run of difficult teams to play again, I don't think it's going to be as difficult because we have we have minutes in the legs, and we have
Hmm.
obviously with the new coaching setup and a lot of new players that coming into the Vale have a lot more time to get to know each other and play
Yeah,
together.
definitely.
You're the same opinion of that? Is that
Yeah, I
mountain
would
isn't
agree.
quite as big as it was near the beginning of the season, especially if we're taking
Absolutely.
points off of taking all the points against sides that are making themselves hard to beat, like Clack.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I think, now that we've played some of those top teams now, obviously still a couple to come, but now that we kind of had that start to the season, we've probably been able to work out a little bit about not just about them, but also about ourselves, I think. And just being there on well last week for the semi final, and being quite up close to the players and the dugout and things like that, you can really see that the morale and the kind of bonding within the squad is really strong at the moment. I think it's a really good atmosphere that Craig's managed to instill. Even coming off of those kind of difficult fixtures at the start of the season, the attitude and just that kind of just that kind of morale across the club, not just even within the team, but I think across the club has been really, really strong. It's a great place to be involved with, to be honest, as well as a real kind of positive atmosphere coming out of the camp. So yeah, it's whatever they're doing, it's working, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's something we've been talking about pretty much every Valecast that we kind of knew this was going to come.
Hmm.
Um, I think we should look to our Scottish Cup round, and I think you've got a couple of facts for us that
Yes.
the Scottish Cup Twitter account maybe posted out or
Yes,
something.
yeah. So this was perfect timing. As you say, the Scottish Cup Twitter feed managed to put this out on the perfect day for us doing this. So yes, we have Haddington Athletic this Saturday. So it's a home game for us. So Princess Royal Park, Saturday the 18th of September, and it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. So and this is the first competitive meeting. I'm not 100% sure if it's the first ever meeting, but certainly the first competitive meeting between the two clubs. Um, we've got quite a good record in recent years against clubs from the East of Scotland League. So, in actual fact, our last two wins in the cup have come against East of Scotland teams. Bonnyrigg Rose in 1819 and Royal Albert, get my teeth in 1718. So yeah, we go into that with every confidence. I've been keeping an eye on what's going on over at Haddington Athletic as well. They seem to be nice and active on their social medias too, which is great. So looking forward to meeting everybody from there, both club officials, the players, and the supporters as well, of course. So and I'm sure we'll make them very welcome to Princess Royal Park. So this is their second campaign, I think, in the Scottish Cup. They had their first ever Scottish Cup fixture last year, where they were knocked out by Formartine, actually. So,
Hmm.
so I think we can. I don't know if you can take anything from that or not, and that they've got Highland League experience as well now. But I think we go into that with every confidence. Um, that being said, we do have to be careful. The final kind of factoid, if you like. So Haddington, they won their only previous away match in the Scottish Cup in last season's second round of the preliminary stages, where they beat BSC Glasgow 3-2 away. So they've obviously got a good record on the road. So just need to be mindful of that. But they've had some good results recently themselves as well. They've been keeping an eye on what's happening down there, as I'm sure Craig and the guys have been as well. So they seem to be coming in on a good wee run of form as well. So yeah, it looks as though it's going to be an entertaining game. Hopefully one with plenty of Vale goals in it to keep the punters happy. But yeah, the Scottish Cup is really important. It's a really good opportunity for us, not just to test ourselves against clubs out with the Highland League, but from the kind of commercial side of football, which is obviously a taboo subject at times. People don't like talking about money in the game and stuff, but for a club like ourselves, it's really, really important. Even just being in these early rounds, is a really good thing for us to be involved in. So glad that we're in the first round straight away this year. Obviously, last year we had the prelim rounds to negotiate as well, which unfortunately didn't go our way on the day. But we're in the first round proper. gives us every opportunity to go and have hopefully a couple of games. You never know where you might end up going on a fairy tale run or something, but yeah, a really good opportunity for us, and hopefully we'll see plenty of support for the boys down at Princess Royal Park this weekend as well. We've got the hospitality lounge, the Motive Offshore Lounge is open again this weekend. So really, if you're looking to get a good day out and support the club and have some fun as well, then we've got some fantastic offers available. We reduced the prices as well for this game, so normally it's about £35 plus VAT or even £40 plus VAT. I've seen in the past for standard tickets. This weekend it's £30 inclusive of VAT. So a good saving for supporters to come down, and you do get a great day out. If anybody's not been to hospitality at the Vale before, it's a really good day. So if you're interested in that, please do get in touch. You can leave a comment here or get in touch on Facebook or Twitter or anything, and we'll get back to you. But yeah, really excited for the Scottish Cup. It's always a good tournament, and hopefully it's the start of the road to Hampden, isn't it? So hopefully we'll
absolutely.
get as far in as we can. You never know.
No, it's a great competition. Obviously, we want to go as far as we can, get that big away day, get that big home game for us. Yeah, and I think it comes at a great time. We're just off the back of a big win against a hard side. Even though we did exit in the Aberdeenshire Cup, I think the lads and Craig will probably feel there's a wee bit unfinished business done in a cup competition.
Absolutely.
And maybe want to go in maybe a wee Scottish Cup run would be great for the Vale. Keep our club nice and healthy,
Definitely.
like on the commercial side.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I think they can take some confidence, a lot of confidence from last weekend's game. Good to see, Dane back amongst the goals again this weekend. Mikey Watson getting his goal as well, which I think is a testament to his hard work on the pitch as well. I was really impressed with him actually in the semi-final match. I think he had a good grasp on that kind of attack-minded midfield role, if you like. I think he looked quite a good player, some good touches, quite an intelligent player as well. I think can spot a pass and spray it about. So yeah, I think that was good to see. And Kev Adams, of course, popping up with a goal as well. And we were speaking about him obviously last week. So yeah, that gives us a good wee bit of confidence, I think, going in. That it's not just goals from likes of Dane or Grant Noble or Bob Scott or anybody like that. The goals are coming in from all over the park. We've seen Kev Adams, who has been playing kind of left back of a defence recently. Innes Mackay scored not that long ago. Rory Davidson's been chipping in. Obviously, Max Stewart got his first goal for the Vale as well not that long ago. So the goals are being spread across the team quite well. I think we're not reliant on like a Dane character to be scoring all of the goals. As much as we want to see him getting a barrel load, it means that we know that there are options there as well. So yeah, perfect timing to be entering the Scottish Cup.
Yeah, I spotted that Kev had scored, and given how impressive he was in that cup tie, the semi-final that me and you went to, I'm glad he was good to push on and get a goal. Before we finished up, I just want to have a quick go over the league table. Fraserburgh still sit top, 8 wins and 1 draw. They create a 7-point gap between them and second place, which is Inverurie locals. I mean, probably not a lot of people probably predicted that the great run that Fraserburgh would be going on. Do you think they can continue that for the rest of the season, Cal?
Definitely a contender. I think they've proven themselves over the last couple of seasons, being a very strong outfit. I think at the start of the season, we'd maybe kind of said they'd be one of those there or thereabouts kind of teams as well. Maybe didn't expect them to be on such a great run.
To be on the verge of taking 9 games from 10 to be on the verge of that is.
And I know they've maybe got, I think like Sabrichen and Brora have maybe got a game or two in hand on them. But even then, if they were to be winning all of them, they're not, they're not a light year behind them. It's still, sorry, they've got a wee gap in front of them, I should say.
Yeah, they still have a gap. Even if Bucky win their game in hand, they come within 4 points of Fraserburgh. If Brecon win both their games, I think they come within 3 points, which still gives. I
mean, even having that gap though,
but that's still
impressive.
I mean, Bucky and Brecon have still got to go win those games to even come, with best case scenario a 3 point gap.
Yeah.
But they're on the verge of taking a potential 28 points from 30, essentially. They're on the verge of that right now, as in the coming games. So, incredibly impressive season. If we go down to where we are on the table, we sit 11th, just behind Huntly. There's a point difference between us and them. If we continue to win and stuff like that, there's not much in the middle of the table right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just shows you because
Yeah.
just what 3 weeks ago when we were speaking about Huntley, they were on
Mhm.
this amazing run, undefeated in the league and all that kind of stuff, and looked as though they were maybe pulling away from that middle pack, and now there's just a point in it, as you say. So that just shows the level of performance and the consistency of results that we've had in the league recently. To be undefeated in four, as we say, is it's no mean feat. So it's. So yeah, I fully expect that you know Craig won't be happy necessarily with where we're at going. 4 games undefeated. He'll want to make that 5 and 6 and 7. So I think we've got a very ambitious squad, and we've got a very talented squad, and we've got strength and depth as well that we've talked about, and not that long ago as well. That is going to be so important to us as we move through the season.
Absolutely.
As we chase down these teams that are not too far away from us.
Absolutely. There's only 4 points between 11th and 6th.
Mhm.
There's only 3 points between us and 8th, which is Clack, who have just played. So it's quite a tight mid-table. If we
Mhm.
look at the lower end of the table, we have Fort William sat bottom on a 0 points, 6 losses. They still have 3 games to play. To be caught up with the majority of the teams in the league, and I'd imagine they take some form of points from those games. Otherwise, they find themselves in quite a worrying situation. Just above them, we have Turriff and Nairn. Nairn, actually, did they not start the season quite okay? And then, in fact, we got the points at Nairn, didn't we?
Yeah, that
If
was
I
our
remember.
first win of the season was away
Yeah.
in Nairn. I'll be honest. I've seen they've been putting some goals in. I've
Hmm.
certainly been seeing updates and things like that, but I think maybe they've just been letting more in at the other end, to be honest.
Mm.
So, yeah, but I'm the same as you. I think they maybe kind of had a first couple of games that were not too bad, and now they've kind of got themselves involved in the lower end. So, and obviously teams will start looking at that, and we're not, yeah, we're on a nice run at the moment, but we're not sitting in third place or something just yet. So we've got to keep an eye over our shoulders, but hopefully, if we can get a couple more good results, then we start pulling away from that, and it's not something that we need to really have too much of a concern about. So fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Anyway,
The mid table is so tight that I think just making yourself really, really hard to beat is going to be the thing that kind of climbs us up the table,
yeah,
which I think we could do, given that we're so strong all over the pitch. That's going to be all for today. Please get in touch about the commercial date and the for the Scottish Cup that going into
hmm
the words escape me, Callum. Go on, you promoter.
hospitality. There we go.
Hospitality.
So
There we go.
yeah, as we say, we've got a couple of different packages available. All the information is on the website. I think it's the most recent news article that's on the website just now. So we do have match sponsorship options as well. If any businesses or individuals are looking to kind of extend that hospitality day out, then please again just get in touch with us. We've got 2 options for hospitality as well. As we say, the kind of Motive Lounge tickets that get you obviously access to the hospitality lounge, stand seating included, all your refreshments and pre-match and post-match drinks and everything like that. That's £30 inclusive of that. We also have an upgrade option, I suppose, if you like, that will include a two-course meal. Neither of us have got our words right today. I tell you, this is one for the blooper reel. So yeah, two-course meal over at the Nows Hotel, and just depending on numbers and things, we may be able to offer pick up from there as well before the game. So yeah, if you've got any interest in coming along and as I say, supporting the club, it means so much to us. I think that's something that maybe um, people maybe don't totally appreciate all the time is that one extra ticket in a hospitality lounge makes all the difference to clubs like us. So and your support is truly appreciated. So yeah, the more numbers we can get, the better. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you there on Saturday. There's always a good buzz when it's Scottish Cup Day. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get a performance to match as well.
Lovely stuff. Well, that's going to do us for Valecast this week. Be sure to tune in next week. We are here for you every week, and this show is brought to you by Motive. And hopefully, in the next episode, we're talking about our next round in the Scottish Cup.
Come on, the Vale. Eh?
Come on, the Vale. Okay, right. Till next week. Cheerio, bye.